wonderful day today. We're going to be making peanut butter and jelly parfait. Excuse me, not parfait. Parfait? Pinafores. I think that's what it's P-A-R-F. Hold on. Let me spell that. P-A-R-F-A-I-T-S. I think that's pinafores or parfaits. Not sure. Brain is totally on overdrive. I had a busy week this past week. So, if I haven't said before in my previous videos, hit the subscribe button to watch any previous videos, hit that notification bell for any new videos, and the recipes will be in the description box below. So let's get started making this. So what I'm going to do is I have a small container right here. We're going to do graham cracker crumbs. And if you don't have the graham cracker crumbs yourself, what you can do is you can take graham crackers, smush them up and crumble them, or put them in a food processor. We need a 1/4 cup of that, and I'm going to grab a tablespoon of that. Okay, so we're going to take a 1/4 cup of graham cracker crumbs, and then we're going to do 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Okay. So there's 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. And second tablespoon of peanut butter. We're going to just combine that together. So you're going to mix up the peanut butter and the graham cracker crumbs until crumbly. So basically the crackers should stick to the peanut butter and help the peanut butter that's nice and smooth get crumbly to the graham crackers. Just help it get off the spoon, and there we go. Make sure every ounce of peanut butter is in there. Make sure every little area graham crackers is mixed in. So that's what we're doing, is making sure our graham cracker crumbles are mixed with the peanut butter. Make sure there's no loose ends down in the bottom. And so far it's getting nice and crumbly. There we go. Oh, my nose is itchy. Nice and crumbly. Okay, I'm just going to get a napkin here so we can. And then what we're going to do, it calls for 2 glasses, I think, of the parfait. But I got the small ones I have, so I have 4, so we're going to do it a little bit differently. So you're going to do, it calls for a cup of Daisy's cottage cheese. I got what I got in my store of cottage cheese. And it calls for a total of 1 cup because you're gonna split it in half. So I'm gonna divide it between 4. So I'm gonna put a 1/4 cup of cottage cheese in each. Give it a little shake while I'm at it. So if you did 2 of them, you're gonna do a 1/2 cup. If you do like these small ones, there's probably gonna be like a 1/4 cup. So. Okay, now those are done. Now I'm gonna put this in my sink. Now what we're gonna do is take our peanut butter graham cracker mixture and layer that on top. So I'm gonna divide it between 4 evenly. There we go. So it needs a little bit more here and then a little bit more on that one. And a tiny bit here, not too much, and then there you go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna wet my fingers. I'm gonna give it some movement here. I'm gonna use, I promise I wash my hands. This around, just a little bit. Just to even it out, just so there's a smooth surface for the next part. Now it calls for about 2 tablespoons of the fruit spread. All fruit spread. I bet I'm gonna use up some homemade that I made with my mama. Raspberry jelly. That's gonna be my fruit spread. And I'm just gonna eyeball it. And I am just gonna, whoop, that was a good one. Come on now. That one just didn't want to come out at all. I'm trying to try my best to help it with some motion here. Ooh. There we go. That went perfectly in there. Good. I slide off the knife for a little bit. Just gonna add just a bit more in some of these. There we go. Just gonna top it on off. Okay. And I think just a little bit more on that one, not too much. And there we go. So, sorry you couldn't see because the bowl, I apologize. So, gonna give it a bit of a shake, kind of help everything out. Like I said, I'm gonna give my finger a little guidance. To give it a little spread, like if it's a parfait layer. But it says repeat on layers, but because my jars aren't as big, so what you're gonna do if you have a bigger jar or a parfait glass container, so you're gonna do repeat on layers. By that, I mean you're gonna go from your cottage cheese to your peanut butter crumble to the fruit spread and repeat that layer again. So like if you only had 2 containers, you're gonna do like 1/4 cup of cottage cheese, then probably like each equal parts of the crumble and the jelly, then cottage cheese, and then top it off. So, but I did a single serve of it. So I only did 1 layer. So mine is not as parfait-like, so I do apologize if I didn't complete the full parfait, but if you want to, repeat the layers afterwards, okay? These definitely look interesting and different. I've never had a parfait that had cottage cheese base, so we're definitely gonna try and see how that tastes. I hope you enjoy making these videos with me, guys. I enjoy making them with you. Remember, my 3 rules are cook with family and friends, try something new, have fun while you're doing it. Like I said, this is definitely interesting for me because I'm used to doing like yogurt, fruit, granola, and that type of style. So I'm gonna see how this goes definitely, especially among my friends and family, and I'll let you know how it goes. And you guys let me know how you think it is. So I will see you here on the next one when we make more videos. So see you next time. Bye guys!